Hello, you are watching eNEWS Bulletin of IPR Department with me, Cheering Eden. Let's look at some of the news making headlines this week. According to the latest update on COVID-19 cases in Sikkim provided by the State Health Department, 6 positive cases from East Sikkim were reported by the end of the day on Thursday. The total number of active cases is now 97 and total cured and discharged stands at 5,980. 84,653 tests have been conducted till date and 136 persons have died from the disease. Currently, there is not a single person admitted in the ICU and no COVID-related death was reported in the last 24 hours. As far as COVID-19 vaccination is concerned, a total of 25 healthcare workers and 180 frontline workers were vaccinated by the end of Wednesday. In 45 years to 60 years category, 5,332 have been vaccinated. A total of 5,144 persons have received the first dose of vaccine, while 393 have received the second dose of COVID-19 vaccine. In total, 5,537 were vaccinated by the end of the day on Wednesday. It has also been announced that from Monday, 12th of April onwards, another vaccination site will start functioning in the upcoming Urban Primary Healthcare Center in Ranipul. Eligible residents can get registered and vaccinated there. A meeting of District Task Force on status of COVID-19 vaccination in West District was held on Thursday in the office of District Collector West. The meeting was chaired by DC West Karma R. Bongpu, along with officials from Education Department, CMO and staff from District Hospital, Gyaltsang. DC West suggested that the target for vaccination should be at least 20,000 according to the population at the rate of 1,500 per day. He said that vaccination drive should take place in full swing and directed the health officials to give each and every PHCs a weekly target and asked to make their own strategies to meet the said target. He also assured to deploy police personnel for management of crowd at the vaccination site. With regard to recent rise in COVID cases, it has been suggested that schools follow strict COVID protocol and take classes outside the classrooms, maintaining physical distancing as much as possible. Kailash Rana Mangar, a progressive farmer from Sikkim, is immortalized as a new rice hybrid variety which he developed indigenously, was patented under his name by a union government authority. The 55-year-old rice grower from Saramsa, East Sikkim, can now commercialize the Kailash Rana variety of rice with full legal protection. The plant varieties registry Government of India granted intellectual property rights registration to Kailash Rana on January 2020. He is the first farmer from Sikkim to get the rights and registration for an agriculture produce, which means he has been granted exclusive rights to produce, sell, market, import or export the Kailash Rana variety for an initial period of 6 years, which can be renewed annually. He has been cultivating the rice variety in his 1 hectare of land at Saramsa since 2008. Sikkim State Council of Science and Technology Department had filed for registration of Kailash Rana rice variety under Protection of Plant Variety and Farmers' Rights Act 2021. The application for intellectual property rights was made in 2013. Science and Technology Minister Karma Lode Putia on Wednesday handed over the certificate of registration to Kailash Rana Mangar at his office here in Tashiling Secretariat. The Science and Technology officials appealed the farmers of Sikkim to come forward if they have any unique hybrid crop produce. Amid the rising COVID-19 infections across the country, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday said that there will be no hard lockdown. The Prime Minister said that there is no need to work on war footing again to fight the current wave of the pandemic. Addressing a virtual meeting with numerous chief ministers of states and union territories to discuss the current situation of the COVID-19 pandemic and the ongoing vaccination drive, Prime Minister Modi said that whichever state has imposed night curfews, the authorities of those states should term it as Corona curfew in order to spread awareness. Despite calls from many states to extend the shots to younger people, he defended the current eligibility criteria of vaccination for 45 years and above and said India's criteria are no different from the most prosperous countries in the world and it will have to prioritize the vaccination. The Prime Minister also asked states to focus on testing and ensuring that people follow COVID-appropriate behavior rather than relying on vaccines. India has set another record of daily COVID cases with 131,968 infections in the last 24 hours, pushing the total case count to over 1.3 crore. The surge, much steeper than last year's first wave, has forced many states to have imposed tight curbs. This is the fourth time in 5 days when India reported over 1 lakh new cases. 1,67,064 people have died of COVID-19 in India, with 780 deaths in the last 24 hours. Currently, India is the third worst hit country after the United States and Brazil. Prime Minister Modi on Thursday said states should observe a Tika Utsav or vaccine festival between April 11th and 14th to inoculate the maximum number of eligible beneficiaries. However, the vaccine centers in several states, including hardest hit Maharashtra, have been shutting early and turning people away as supplies run out. Several districts in Maharashtra have stopped vaccinations completely as they have run out of vaccine doses. The state's Home Minister has made an appeal to centre to ramp up vaccinations. Mumbai reported 8,938 new COVID cases today, a drop from over 10,000 infections each on the previous 2 days. In terms of the total caseload, Maharashtra is followed by the southern states of Kerala, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. This is all we have for today. Please like and follow our Facebook page, that is the Government of Sikkim official page, for the most authentic news and information on recent developments in the government and the state. Please continue wearing masks and wear them properly, wash hands regularly and maintain physical distance while heading out as our fight against COVID-19 still continues. In case you develop symptoms, please self-isolate and get tested within 7 days. People belonging to the age group of 45 years and above are requested to please get yourselves registered and vaccinated. Thank you for tuning in.